Hey guys, Slapback here and welcome back to World of Tanks, and in this video guys I'll be showing you the long-awaited KV2 heavy tank. Now the KV2, what do you need to know about it? Well, the KV2 was released in 1.11, the new update featuring a lot of tanks such as the Sherman Jumbo, the Object 140, KV13, the Conquer gun carrier, just a ton of new tanks that I will be playing. Probably not the Conquer gun carrier or the KV13, but definitely a couple of tanks. In fact, I'm grinding for the Object 140 currently right now, and I was hoping I'd never have to go back to the T54 just because the T54 isn't my style of tank or play. I should say not tank. I didn't really like the T54. You might be thinking, oh, I didn't like the T54. Well, is he crazy or is he just a noob? Probably just me being a noob at medium tanks. I don't like the T62A either. I just don't know the low alpha damage just does not suit me. But anyways, along with that, I will be putting together some new schedule. That's because I haven't uploaded a video in an entire week. I have been taking a 2-week break from playing any blitz at all, and I've been basically taking a very long break. So that was actually nice to just get away from blitz and just not play it for 2 weeks. But now I'm back. I've had some time off from traveling and all that other busy stuff. So the past few days have given me a break to catch up on blitz and see what's going on. In good timing, I should say too, because we have the new 1.11 update, as I said. So what do you need to know about the KV2? Well, the KV2 has an enormous gun that can do this. Just absolutely, just what? That's exactly what I said when I first saw this tank a couple of months ago. I was just like, what? Just what? Just absolute OP. It's just almost too OP. But it doesn't matter because you might be thinking, well, it must have bad penetration. Well, not really. I mean, it doesn't have very good penetration. As you can see, this TOG is beating me down. As you can see, I can't even pen a lower play that Wolverine, but it doesn't really matter. I get to use HE all the time, penetrating my targets, doing a good amount of damage no matter what. Splashes onto them, I can pretty much one-shot any tank at my tier except for the TOG, that is, using HE, and I just get to absolutely murder my opponents here. Now, the TOG 2, oh, this guy has no idea what he's shooting at. The TOG 2 is the absolute dream target. Now, this TOG actually knows what he's doing. He's giving me a hard time here. But when I do plant one shot into him, that's 713 damage. That's half his health. That's just absolutely incredible. You're basically driving the E100 to tier 6, and that's just all there is to it. There's no denying that. But anyways, that was it for this replay, guys. Just kind of an introduction of the KV2 heavy tank. Now, basically the KV2 doesn't have the best armor or mobility, but it doesn't really matter if you have such a big gun. I earned, let's see, 27,000 credits, did over 1,600 damage, and that was quite a good game, I should say. Not too bad. You'll normally be, I guess, dishing out around that damage. For me anyway, I'd say you get around 2 to 5 shots in, or 1 to 5 shots in. I mean, I'd say any more than 5 or 4, then you'd be pretty much going above average game in a KV2. That's because the reload speed is just so slow that you can't really dish out the damage very well. Also, not the most accurate gun of all time. Also, not the fastest reload of all time. But when you do manage to hit, you pretty much get to one-shot anything at your tier lower. Alright, so now we are in Port Bay again in the KV2, and hopefully we will be getting some good, decent shots in this game. Now, I did make a couple of mistakes in this game by not loading HE. I do not know how to really play this tank yet. I've only played probably 15-20 battles in this tank, and I had some fun experiences in this tank. It's just not as fun as I thought it would be cracked up to be. Its armor is over exaggerated, I should say. I thought it would be like the KV1S or the T150 or something like that, but it wasn't. But anyways, apart from that, it definitely isn't like the T1 or the KV1S. As you can see, I just one-shotted that KV1 poor guy using AP. So that's probably the main problem with me for this tank, is I don't know what to use, what ammo type to use. This tank actually gets quite unique premium rounds, allowing you to shoot AP with more penetration. But other than that, I've been struggling to find out what shells to use. But other than that, I've been one-shotting every single person at this tier and below. Yeah, tier 5s, you can just beat them up very nicely. Also, thanks to the help with that Wolverine. Or Jackson, excuse me. Yeah, it's a Jackson. But yeah, you can pretty much one-shot any tier 5, no matter what they are, using regular shells or HE shells. Now, this is the dream target here. Very juicy Fury and a Cromwell here. Now I loaded a premium round there because I didn't want to take my chances of not being able to go through the Fury's frontal plate there, so I just took my chances and used the premium rounds just to be safe. So the Wolverine finishes off the Cromwell, and you really need to have kind of a helper like that. For instance, the Jackson is actually a perfect tank to do the cleanup for you. The Jackson can pretty much hold up on its own. It's quite a reliable tank, actually. It does decent damage as long as you have the decent gun that has a high rate of fire. Then you'll be pretty much good to go platooning with the KV2. They can pretty much just cripple them, and your teammate or platoon mate can finish them off. So Jackson, for instance, is a perfect platoon mate if you're platooning with the KV2. High rate of fire, decent damage to finish off your opponents, and has quite good armor, so it can pretty much just hold itself up. So anyways, this M4, I pretty much that's probably the mistake. I didn't use HG on his turret there, or his matlet. I kind of overestimated the abilities of the premium shells, so that's denying me from pretty much one-shotting him. But now I learned from my past mistake here, and I load HG, and I finish him off nicely. So yeah, that's one of the games that you can have in the KV2. So we did a decent amount of damage, I should say, platooning with Bob the Bob 5, my platoon clan mate / platoon mate, and I did over 1800 damage. So not a bad game, I should say average game in this tank. But yeah, that's kind of the games you'll be looking at when you have the KV2. So this next game really isn't highlighting how good the KV2 is, it's just more highlighting about how surprised people are when they see what the KV2 is capable of. Such as the victim, such as, I should say, this poor flea, otherwise known as the E25. Ah, poor guy, got set on fire, one-shotted, and he is no longer. Poor guy. I just missed my shot there, and the C25, showing his knowledge, calls me and Bob a hacker for one-shotting him. I'm reporting. Okay, you have a very stats. Okay, if you're reporting someone, you don't need to know their stats. Oh my gosh, the noobiness is overload here. I should say you don't really need to know how the stats of you in order to report. It's sad, really, and this is why I took a 2-week break. It's so sad. I just, it hurts my brain. I lost brain cells. Stats idiot. What do you mean? But later in the game, he basically said that the KV2 can only manage to do up to 200 damage. He said KV2 can only do 200 damage. Oh my gosh, I think you mean probably the KV1, or perhaps a stock KV2, or stock KV1S. Or perhaps, you know, the T150, but this is the KV2, my friend. Welcome to the KV2. So now I will show you my first game in the KV2. This was on the live stream, so let live Slaptech take it away. Yeah, but keep out, say Crumble. No, yes! Oh my gosh. Get some solid hits, sir. No, please go away. Oh my gosh, this tank. Oh, we got a Churchill behind us. Oh shoot. Alright, well, this was a great win. Oh my gosh. It's basically like an object. No, it's E4 at tier 6 with probably better armor. I'd probably load AP shells for this one here. Nope, I don't have to. Oh my gosh. Derp. Am I the only ones penetrating my shot? Is everyone just shooting HE? Probably because they're all stock, actually. Yeah, they're all stock, that's why. Oh, hi there, friend. Oh, hello, KV2. Another KV2 friend. Hi there, sir. You don't want to hurt me, do you? I didn't think so. Come here, let me put a huge 152 in your face. Dead driver? That doesn't stop the KV2 tank. No! Oh, man. Thanks a lot. Alright, well, oh, I don't have to restart it. Sweet. Oh my gosh, I love this tank so much. Like, oh my gosh. 2,000 damage! Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Yeah.